Hello, I'm Sherry Truler, fundraising auctioneer here with the Red Apple Auctions charity auction firm, and today I wanted to talk with you about an auction lighting idea for someone who's handy on your committee. Maybe it's the do-it-yourselfer. That is the gobo. Now, one of my observations has been that lighting can make a huge difference in the ambiance of charity auctions. We work many events a year, and one of the key areas that will differentiate your event from others is lighting. But many groups do not have a line item in their auction budget to bring in an outside company who will manage this for them. So as I got to thinking about how you might be able to make an impact but not bring in a lighting company, I thought that this might be one element of a lighting company's service that you could perhaps manage by yourself with the help of an enthusiastic volunteer. I'm not suggesting it would be easy. I'm not suggesting it would be ideal. However, I do know that people like my father, for instance, who love to dabble and are pretty creative, that he would have certainly been able to come up with something that would work had I been doing this growing up. So with that stated, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about gobos and how they can be used for adding ambiance to your auction. First, some definitions here. What is a gobo? A gobo is a template that you're going to attach to a lighting source in order to project an image onto a wall, a floor, a ceiling. Sometimes gobos are even projected into clouds in the sky or smoke. The template has a pattern cut into it. Very often that is the logo of your auction or the logo of your school or nonprofit. But once that template is cut, it allows light to be projected into that shape. Just to give you another idea to solidify what this gobo is, I know that when I was a child I used to like to play with the Light Bright toy. And the Light Bright had a piece of black paper that was put over the toy's light source. I would then take these colored plastic pegs and I would push it through the paper to create an image. Whenever the paper was pierced, the light would shine through. And once I pierced enough of the paper, a recognizable image would be created. Just imagine that black paper in the Light Bright as being a sort of a gobo. You've got a pattern, it's been cut out of some material. It's plastic, it may be glass, it may be metal, but it's creating an image. And once the light source is behind it and the light passes through that gobo, it will form that image onto the projected area. The type of material that you would use to create the gobo is going to depend on the type of light source you're using. Obviously, if you're using plastic to create your gobo, your light source had better not get too hot, or it's not only going to melt the plastic gobo, it very well may even start a fire. So you want to make sure that you're using a material that is appropriate for the light source that you're using. The good news is that you don't necessarily have to create this yourself. There are hundreds, maybe thousands of gobo images available online. When I worked in the corporate world, we had a gobo made fairly inexpensively of our logo. So we would take that gobo around, and whatever the event was, we would project our logo at that hotel onto the floor and the ceiling and the walls to help with our branding. So once you had a gobo made, if it was made in a image of perhaps your nonprofit logo or your school logo, you could use that year to year to year. If you want to go very inexpensively, you could probably even cut a gobo out of a soda can. I'm not an expert in this, but I'll let you check online to see what other options are available. Now, for other ideas like this, as well as 100 of the top-selling auction items, I encourage you to visit our website. I have a free auction item guide up there. It is perfect for your procurement strategy meetings. You can visit us at redappleauctions.com to download the guide. Meanwhile, I'm Sherry Truler with Red Apple Auctions. We look forward to meeting you online.